The purpose of the presentation today is to discuss attendance verification for federal financial aid and veterans benefits students. Key points to remember is that attendance verification is only required for students receiving federal financial aid, which is Pell and student loans, and veterans benefits. According to the Alabama State Board policy, Southern Union or any two-year college in the state is not required to take attendance for federal financial aid reporting purposes. However, for federal disbursement rules, we must know if a student has begun attendance in a class in order to disperse aid to that student. So that is why we must have attendance verification completed once per term. That's always at the beginning of the term, and as of the census date, which our census date is going to be published each semester in an email that is sent to each instructor through the Southern Union email accounts. How to complete attendance verification is outlined in the slides to follow. Some important things to remember is after drop-in ad ends, you will receive your first email with all of the instructions and documents that you need to complete the process. The only students that we want reported as never attended will be the NS code, the no-show codes. Additional comments are optional if you would like to put those in. They are not required. Okay, the first slide, this is when you log on to www.suscc.edu. You will click on the Online Access button. It will take you to this screen. You will click the Login button. It will take you to your login screen. Your user ID is your Social Security number. Your PIN is your 6-digit birth date. After you type that in, you will click Login. Then you will go on the left-hand side to the Faculty Information Center. It brings a drop-down menu under it. You're going to Course Attendance next. Under Course Attendance, it will tell you if you have attendance verifications outstanding. Usually, you will have one when I send the email out at the beginning of each term. You'll have at least one outstanding. There is a possibility you could have two outstanding. One is for the federal financial aid records. The second will be for the veterans benefits students. If you have one or two, make sure that you complete the entire process for each attendance verification report and for each class that you are offering or you are teaching. This is an example of one that I did the test for this PowerPoint presentation. Their control number 00001 is the attendance verification that was for summer semester of 2013 for financial aid. Had there been one for veterans benefits, it would have been control number 2. Control number 11 is the test that I have created, and we're going to be using those slides for the rest of this presentation. You click on the control number that you want to. In this case, I'm going to click on 11. And here is a list of every class that you're teaching that has a federal financial aid student enrolled that needs to be verified or a VA student. You will click on each class to complete the process. I'm going to pick the first one. Here is a sample screen that will have the roster of all your students. In the box to your left, in this column, let me go back. In this column is where you will actually put the code NS which stands for no-shows. Their student number has been blocked out just for privacy reasons. There's a place for additional comments over to the right. All you have to do is put the NS code beside the appropriate students. You don't have to do anything for the students that are attending your class. You leave that blank. After you finish this process, at the end of the bottom of that screen, you're going to click Post Attendance. Please read carefully the disclaimer above that verifies that you are reporting accurate information and that you are not falsifying any information, and that you want to submit your report. If you click Save, that's okay. It just doesn't mean that I can see that it has been posted, so you have to click Post Attendance for it to be completed. After you do that, you go back and it gives you a message that the attendance verification is complete for that class. So you click Continue, go back to the second class, go through the whole process again, and once you're done, then it should say 0 outstanding, and you'll know that you've completed them all. A special note for the CIS 290C courses, which is the online orientation class that every student, the first online class they take at Southern Union, must complete. It's a co-requisite course. The deadline to complete this course is prior to the attendance verification census date. The deadline date is given to the students each semester. If they do not complete CIS 290C by the census date or the deadline date, they will be reported as a no-show in that course and will be dropped from all online courses. The online access for these affected students must be turned off, and it should be an automatic process, but hopefully you'll all remember to go back and check that. Here are some more important notes concerning attendance verification. It's very important that you complete your attendance verification on time. We have strict deadlines of when we must disperse funds to the qualified students. If we do not disperse in a timely manner, we can be cited for violations, which will incur a federal audit. We do not want that to happen. So please, please complete your attendance verification on time. Only the students that are veterans or financial aid students will be listed on your reports. So if you have students in your class that are not attending but are not on your roster, they probably paid out of pocket. Beginning with this 2013-14 academic year, the federal rules have changed about online courses. A student in an online course must complete an assignment in order to be considered having begun attendance. If you are teaching an online course, please make sure that that assignment is available prior to the census date. If the student does not complete the assignment, then they will be a NS or no-show. Please check your Southern Union email account regularly, because that is how we communicate with you. It's just easier for us to keep up with all of the email addresses instead of having personal emails from other accounts. The next 4 slides are just written instructions that kind of detail the slides that I've shown you prior to this. So I'm just going to go through those quickly. This is what is sent to you each semester in your email at the beginning of the term. If you have dropped a student for non-attendance and they come back and want to be added back to your class, or if it was a mistake that you made that they never should have been dropped, you have to have this memo to readmit, and this is a copy of it. It will be attached in the email as well. Please fill out or have the student fill out this form completely. You sign it, give it back to the student, and the student takes it to the appropriate dean and then forwards it on to the financial aid office. That's all I have, and I appreciate all of your cooperation and timely responses to any request in the financial aid office. And here's our contact information if you need it.